Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that's both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to be uncomfortable because then you'll just be distracted by your body. And you want to feel a sense of stability and sturdiness because it gives the mind this attitude that we are here to stay, that we are not about to get up and leave. So sitting in a chair works really well. You can sit in a formal meditation posture. Just find what works for you. We also keep our eyes open during this practice. But if you feel more comfortable practicing with your eyes closed, or you've learned to do it that way, there's no hindrance here. Go ahead and just close your eyes. No problem at all. But if your eyes are open, drop your gaze away from the screen and just direct it gently down below you. Maybe looking at the floor or the desk, or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing anything, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. In a comfortable and sturdy position. And your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly yet clearly downwards. Just settle here. There's nothing to do, nowhere to go. Nothing to accomplish. It's already done. We simply notice what is here. Different sounds, maybe in another room, the low hum of the refrigerator, body sensations, emotions. It's all happening now. And you can notice how little of it you control. We don't plan for sounds to happen, nor do we really plan for our emotions to happen. Our heartbeat happens all by itself. Our body feels the way it does all by itself. But notice if you have any part of you that is trying to control any of this. Control your circumstances. Just notice it. This sense of contraction, wanting to control things, is stress. It's unhappiness or unsatisfactoriness. Just notice it in you, though. We all have it. We all are trying to control our experience. And we don't even realize how little of it is under our control. So bring your mind to this moment and notice how out of control everything really is. Yet here we are. And the sense of control, of course, comes from thinking, an attempt to manipulate the world to the way our mind wants it to be, which again causes stress and anger and doubt. So, this practice is really essentially a change of our attention. We're not calming down and we're not quieting our mind. We're not doing anything like that. We're accepting what is, and we're leaving our thoughts about it alone. By moving our attention away from the head and to the coming and going sensations of the breath. So find the breath wherever you feel it the most and just notice it there, rising and falling. And if you notice, maybe even now, I may have caught you thinking back to the head. So then we just return to the breath. We just keep coming back to the breath, not in a forceful way, and not even judging our ability to do it correctly. Just noticing getting lost in thought and then gently returning to breathing. You will get lost in thought. It's our greatest habit. Just return to the breath without judgment and frustration, and without an idea about doing it correctly. Have compassion for yourself and return to breathing. Come back. Come back to the breath. Just return. Just return to the breath. Thoughts don't have to be quiet for us to notice breathing. We notice breathing as thinking happens. Just don't judge yourself or get frustrated. Gently begin again. Return to the breath. Here you are, and you can't be anywhere else. So why do we run away in our minds all the time and stress ourselves out? Completely let go. The past and the future are thoughts. They're not realities of this moment. So let go and completely rest. All right, you can look at the screen. Mm, mm. When we are stressed, we're not very good people. Or maybe you are very good at pretending, but on the inside, you're probably pissed off at things, worried, frustrated, doubtful. I know it from my own experience. When I'm stressed about the things that are going on in my life, I'm not the best person to be around. I mean, I try, of course, but I could be short and I could be dismissive and difficult to have a compassion and love for others. This practice is about learning what our minds are before thinking arises, learning what we actually are, and not as some objective spiritual thing, something that you can write down, but as a matter of experience, noticing what is actually going on from our first person point of view. And this realization, or this, I hate to call it these words, but learning that we are not our thoughts has tremendous implications on our stress level. And when we are not lost in thought, then the thoughts that cause us stress, like worry, doubt, frustration, anger, I have so much to do on my plate. When will things stop hurting me? When will this happen? I need this, I need that. All of that, when we learn to leave it alone, then we're naturally become more peaceful, more happy, more well. And naturally, compassion for others, empathy, and a real sense of love, even for those we don't like very much, arises by itself. Being a good person and, or rather, having good feelings towards others, having a natural sense of love towards others, doesn't come from reaching out and grabbing it. It comes from leaving the things that are preventing it from showing up alone, completely letting go. And those things, of course, exist as thoughts in our head. When we learn to really leave thinking alone, hmm, not much can be said other than what you seek arises, but you must stop seeking it. So if you come to this practice with an intention, with a goal, you won't be practicing. You'll just be doing everything like everything else you do in life by reaching for it, trying to get somewhere. That's not what this is. We leave everything alone and see what's really going on. We look at this mind, this non-distracted mind, and see what it's all about. And we see that we are not our thoughts. We are not our pain and our suffering. These things come and go like passing clouds in a sky, but we are the sky. So practice. Practice without reaching. Practice without intention. It's truly, I think, the only thing worth doing, really. Everything else is just reaching for the same thing we're finding here. So practice. Thank you for showing up today. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.